Thank you, Madam Aisha Yusufu. I think it's always very important to have a solid reminder as to why we are gathered here today. 4 years is indeed way too long. Ladies and gentlemen, let me call Florence Ozor to please give us, she is the chair of the strategic team who has put this together today, and also the strategic chair of the strategic team of the Bring Back Our Girls movement. You're welcome to the podium.
The chairperson of the lecture, Ajia Naijatu Bala Mohammed, a woman of many firsts, the first and only female president of the Student Union of Ahmadu Bello University, a record that is yet to be broken. The first female senator from the northern part of Nigeria, a political leader, activist, and certainly the conscience of the nation. Our keynote speaker, Pastor Tunde Bakari, pastor of the Latter Rain Assembly, a man of great repute, character, and conscience. His integrity is never in doubt. He has remained a consistent voice in our country, speaking truth to power. Former and serving public officials of our country, Nigeria, Your Excellencies, ambassadors, high commissioners, and members of the diplomatic community, parents and families of our Chibok and Dapchi girls, members of the Chibok community, the CADA, members of the Bring Back Our Girls movement, gentlemen of the press, our live audience, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. In an ideal country, going through school only places a burden on the student. The kind of burden that makes you think about, how do I make up lecture notes? How do I meet up time of lectures? Nothing could have prepared our 219 girls on the night in which they were taken by Boko Haram in April 2014, which has become a consequence for choosing to get an education. Since the abduction and the epilepsy of government action, a total of 107 of our girls are back, 112 remain in captivity, and we now know that it does seem in Nigeria to get an education is a risk that girl child is being encouraged not to take. Our country do not protect its future. To get the nation to continually renew their commitment to the Nigerian child and to keep the memory of our Chibok girls alive, we decided last year, 2017, to inaugurate the annual Chibok Girls Lecture. Given the highs and lows of the last year and the alarming abduction of the Dapchi girls, it has become even more crucial that we ensure that the nation does fulfill its constitutional responsibility in ensuring that the protection of lives and property is utmost in our country. You would remember that Leah Sharibu, the girl who has been left behind of the Dapchi abduction, is yet to be back home. In total, we have 113 girls still with Boko Haram terrorists. They have not been with the terrorists for 4 hours. They have not been with them for 4 days. They have not been with them for 4 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, they are today with the terrorists for 4 years. For every single time that our children stay in captivity, it is the failure of government. It doesn't matter that 107 of our girls are back and 105 of the Dapchi girls are back. For every single girl in captivity, it is a failure of the government, and there will be no denying the fact. I do welcome you to this occasion, not because we find joy in doing this. We would rather congregate people to discuss other things as to move our nation forward. But this is our reality, ladies and gentlemen, and we would not be cowed not to confront our realities, no matter how daunting. We stay resolved. We look forward to hearing from Pastor Tunde Bakari. You do know that he fears nothing, and he will speak truth to power. I do hope that at the end of the day, we would walk out of this auditorium knowing fully well that until we do our duties as citizens, we would not have been said to have performed as we should have as citizens. I look forward to hearing from Ajia Naijatu Bala Mohammed, who is a fearless speaker. She has endured so much for speaking the truth, and yet she would not compromise on the truth. I charge you, therefore, today, having attended this event, or attending this event, that you walk away with one thing. It does not matter how much you do for people who can do good to you in return. What matters is what you can do for those who may never acknowledge you or even know that you did anything. Our nation is at a time where our humanity must not be eroded by religious or tribalic sentiments. We must stand resolved, and we must put Nigeria first. What are we demanding? We want justice now and alive. Thank you.